Hello, and welcome.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to episode 8 of Trying to Find Tomorrow.
Yeah,
It's our random podcast with a new topic every week. Uh, if you're watching live on Twitch, we do have all of our previous episodes on YouTube. Just search Trying to Find Tomorrow. And if you're watching on YouTube, we stream live on Twitch every other Sunday,
yeah.
except next week because we're
We're gonna do
because
next
we're
week episode.
doing next week because we're behind a little bit.
Yeah,
And this week we're going to talk about family.
it's gonna be or family is gonna be a little bit of a weird topic. It's gonna be a hard issue for me at least. So yeah, um, but yeah, man, like family, freaking. This is gonna be hard. This is gonna be a very dark episode because for me, family isn't really like a hard point inside my life. You know, like I don't have very a close connection with my family too much at all. Um, I've never really had that in my ever pretty much. So
Yeah.
before we pull the freaking tragedy lever and everything, like talk to me about your family, man. Like we just had Christmas
Well, all right.
and
You
we
want to
just had
do?
like a family get
All right.
together pretty much. So like go ahead, tell me tell me your overall basis of like what happened just this Christmas and everything.
This
How it was,
Christmas,
man. Yeah.
um, so we do the same thing every year. My mom's side of the family gets together on Christmas Eve, and so we did that. Um, it was okay. We have all right. So before we get into that,
Mm-hmm.
like, so both my parents had six siblings apiece.
Oh.
Right.
Oh
And
no.
I almost I think I think all of them are married or have like relationships.
hmm
Um so like my
So it's a
mom's side of the family,
big
when
freaking
we have a
family.
party, it was with all their kids and all everything. It was
That's a big family.
like some people didn't show up, some people live farther away, and I think we still had like 30 people at my house.
Yeah.
So it's like
God
when we
damn,
have a
man.
family party, like
That's
just for one
ridiculous.
side, it's like that's a normal 30 people is like on the low end. So,
God, man.
um, so yeah, so, uh, but yeah, so we had my mom's side of the family on Christmas Eve, and then my dad's side of the family they had a party yesterday, but I had to work, so I didn't go.
Yesterday, the 29th? What?
I mean, it was the first
Oh,
weekend
just
after
I get you.
Christmas.
I get you.
Like, I don't know,
I'm trying
my
to get it out of the way at least, you know, like
right.
everybody's pretty busy on like Christmas Day and Christmas Eve.
Right.
Um,
We ours is usually they were doing it on New Year's Day for a while, and then
mhm.
for whatever reason we switched off of that this year. But
And those are some freaking busy days. I
right.
get that.
But yeah,
Um,
so I didn't go to that one, which I'm kind of okay with. But what about you?
for me, so for Christmas this year, I pretty much like so my brother's girlfriend, we went over to their house just to relax, just chill out pretty much. That we had some fantastic dinner or lunch over there. Just chilled out, you know? Like it really wasn't anything special. Sure, like the I was just hanging out with my nephews and everything, and that's fun, you know. I love my
Yeah,
nephews and everything. But it was just a chill. You just like you see your nephews just open up gifts and everything, and it was just chill. Nothing really going on at all really. And then later on we went over to my family side. Um and that happened on New Year's or sorry, on Christmas Eve. And whew, that was where it like it's horrible, man. I hate Christmas. I like Christmas a lot. I like Christmas with friends and everything, but also freaking Christmas with like family and everything. It sucks. It's the worst. I hate
I
it
can I get
so
that.
much.
Yeah, I totally get that.
And I'll talk about my family and everything, like all the family issues. 'Cause we have a ton inside my family. We are ridiculous. It's like our family is pretty fucked up. It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah. Yep. I totally get that.
Hmm.
Um we there's a lot of dysfunction. We'll say
That's pretty much my whole entire family is nothing but dysfunction.
it's a
Just
lot of
nothing but it, because
it's like some high school drama too, which is the dumb part. Like we have like on my dad's side of the family, there's like two of the people don't talk to the rest of the family, and it's like we invite them every time there's a party, and like they don't even respond. It's like, come on.
yeah, yeah.
It's
Sort of
like,
happens in my family too, but it's to a much larger
yeah,
extent. It kind of freaking
right.
sucks,
Well, I
man.
mean, yeah, there's a lot of other
Hmm.
stuff going on with that, but I won't.
So again, like I said earlier, this is gonna be for me at least, it's gonna be Pull of the Tragedy Lover, man. Um, it's gonna be a little bit hard. Like my family, so we don't really do much at all together. We get together every single year for like freaking Christmas, and that's pretty much the only like meeting that we actually do. We're pretty much like strangers to each other. Um, we don't talk, but like once per year. Like we don't really hang out with that side of the family. Um, especially because like they. So let's just like this is gonna be hard. Um, so back in the day, a long time ago, um, whenever my mom was a kid, she was pretty much the odd one out of the family. Just like she was, oh, like she would always be different from everybody else inside of our family. She would be, the ugly duckling, and they kind of left her out of things. And just like, hey, we're gonna like do all these things, but you're not invited, Tracy. You're not invited. And they had all these things, and it would be freaking horrible. Um, and then they kind of like whenever we got to like family events and everything, whenever I was brought into the family and everything, um we kind of only got together for like those specific times, pretty much like holidays.
Mhm.
um and then after my grandmother, who like was the only person that actually brought us together, kind of, um whenever she like pretty much brought us together after she passed away, they pretty much said, hey, we're just gonna try to trim the fat a little bit. We're just gonna, Tracy, your family, let's do not invite you anymore. My
Like,
uncle, you're not invited anymore. Let's just, it's just gonna be us two families that get together every single Christmas. And it's like, okay, like, cool, that's fun. I love it whenever that happens. Like, ugh,
yeah, that's
it sucks, man. Like, cause so I don't have a strong connection with any of them really, like that side of the family. Sure, like I'll give the hug to my freaking aunts and uncles and everything, but like no, I don't really know any of them at all, man.
yeah. See, that's where my family is the opposite. Is like I have one aunt and uncle from each side uh lives in Florida.
Mhm.
I live in Ohio for anyone that doesn't know.
Yeah.
Um and so I don't see them very much, but like I'm older, so like I know them, like they used to live up here.
Yeah.
But for the most part, the rest of our family on both sides, like all the extended family lives within an hour and a half of each other.
That's the same with
And
my family, yeah.
so but my family is annoyingly close to where like like every holiday we have a family party and we do like a yearly family reunion, and
Mhm.
it's like I don't really need to see you all that much. Like,
Yeah, we don't do any of that shit. Like we
right.
don't do any of that. Um, God, I sometimes wish that we actually did. Sometimes, like if I was in an actual functioning family, but we don't. We don't have that shit.
I
Like,
mean, it,
it's
it is
it's
funny
not
because
fun, man.
like people who have that are the ones who don't want it, and people who don't have it are the ones who do want it.
Kind of, yeah.
like
But
it's that like grass is always greener, you know. Like you
for
always
me,
are like, it's not great the way it is, so
no,
it's got to be better
it
that way.
sucks for me. Like, okay, so especially for me and my like two younger brothers, we are kind of the odd ones out as well from extended family. So, like my all my cousins are about, like either 28 to 10. So it's like there's either the group of just 28-year-olds and they all talk against each other and everything, and they talk like they grew up with each other 100%. They know all about each other. And then there's the 10-year-olds, which like they know each other because they're young and everything, and they've grown up with each other. And then there's me, the 22-year-old. Hard to
Kind of stuck
actually
in the
say
middle.
that. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
stuck in the middle, so I don't know. I'm For that family side, I'm not an adult like them, or I'm not a freaking kid like them. So it's hard, like
Yeah.
they don't. I don't have like freaking cousins that I can go like, hey, how's it going? Like, hey, I can talk to you about whatever. Um, Especially because like me, like a lot of my family, my extended family is based off of sports. Like really into college football, UT all the fucking way over here, I guess. Like we just freaking love sports over here. Especially we sometimes get together on Thanksgiving, and then we got the freaking Cowboys game because we're from Texas, so Cowboys game all the time going on.
Yeah.
Um, so like that's every single time that we get together. It's just gonna be like, oh, let's talk about sports, let's talk about this, and then just like, yo, guys, can we talk about movies?
Nope.
Yeah, and nobody wants to talk about movies, whatever. Like the
Yeah.
one connection I had like there was one moment whenever they were talking about movies, and I was like, oh, have you seen this movie this year? Have you done this thing this year? And then they were like, that's a fucking art film. Like, what the fuck are you? I watched like the fuck out of here, whatever, man. Like nobody listens, so they're not
Right.
like really into it like as much as like I am or whatever. Like they just look at me and they go like, yo, he's a fucking nerd and everything. Like
I
nobody talks
mean,
to me at
not
all, man.
wrong,
They're
but
not wrong, but also I'm not just like freaking just like, hey guys, I'm here to talk about video games, and it's like, no, I don't want to freaking talk. I can talk to you about freaking like music. I can talk to you about anything, but it's just like
right.
I don't want to. I can't talk about sports at all because I freaking don't know anything about sports. Like I can't add anything to that conversation, especially because like either that, or the extended family, they're very like successful, I would say. Like me, I kind of go to my job, I pay my rent, I just do my thing pretty much. And
Yeah.
we live inside of like for my house, I live in like a small-ish house and everything. They live in like legit big ass freaking houses that are just like, why would you ever want that really? Like they live in gigantic houses. And I'm like, do you need that though? Like, do you really need that?
Yeah.
And so they just have those, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like, I don't want to be in that scenario at all. Like, that's not what I want to do at all. Um, I don't know, man. But it's just like they live in extremely like they live in a completely different like financial situation than I am. So if I go over there and go like, yo guys, like I work over here, and they're like, that's not successful enough. It's like, okay, I can't do anything, man. Like,
Yeah.
nothing will make them
Yeah.
happy at all. So I'm like, okay, screw it. It's fine.
I mean, like, I always hate the people who are like, you complain about your family and they're like, yeah, but it's family. And it's like, I didn't choose them. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
that's not like that's not a reason to like,
Family for me is like it's more than blood, man. Like 100%.
yeah.
Like it's I
Well,
have
that's
friends
so
that I've
I
been closer, very much closer than some people even in my freaking close family and everything. Like
absolutely.
a hundred
I'm
percent.
exactly the same. I actually so like the you know the phrase like blood is thicker than water, like
Mm-hmm.
supposed to mean like your family's more important
More
than
important
anything.
than yeah.
Well, it's actually not a correct quote from the actual like thing.
Yeah.
The actual quote is the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb, meaning the exact opposite.
Mm-hmm.
That like the bonds you forge in the world are way more important and like solid than like genetics, basically.
Yeah. And that's what
Which
yeah, a hundred
is how
percent,
I
man.
always feel. Like I consider my friends family. Like
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I hang out
hundred
with my
percent,
friends
man.
as much as I can whenever we, it gets harder the older you get because you work more, you have to, you have responsibilities and all that garbage.
Oh, those man. They're the
Getting
worst.
old sucks.
It does. As
But
someone who's getting older, yeah,
yeah,
I
well,
hate
yeah.
it.
I don't want to hear it. um, but yeah, so like I always, you know, will prioritize my friends over my family.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like 1,000%. Like the okay, so like for my close family, the two people I would say like there's five people within my close family. There's you know my three brothers, myself, and my mom, and like the two people that I would consider the closest out of those are my mom and my older brother, and like those are the only people that I like will I feel like after I move on and like move out and just you know become an actual adult, quote unquote, um, then yeah, that will be like the people that I talk to the most. I don't think that I'll be close to really like any other family at all. Like I
yeah,
even like we went over to this Christmas thing, this last Christmas, um, and I told like I told my mom like, hey, this is gonna be my last one. That I don't want to go to these anymore because like it sucks. It's not fun. It's not
yeah.
fun at all.
It's funny that you say like when you move out, you're not going to keep in touch because like I moved to New York for 3 years,
Hmm.
and besides my parents and my brother and sister, and my sister even less, um, like I don't think I talked to a single extended family member
Yeah, I mean,
the entire 3.5 years I lived in New York. I talked to one uncle, and that's because he lived on Rhode Island, and I went up there for Thanksgiving one year.
hmm
But that's literally it. Like, it's like, I don't know. I don't,
yeah.
they don't interest me. I
It's,
don't have anything in common with my
we're
family.
yeah, we're pretty much for me. It's just we're strangers to each other.
Right.
We only see so like this last Christmas. The only thing that happened is we got over to the house. Um, I said hello to my my aunts and uncles, and nobody else said hello to me at all.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that's fine, whatever. And I just went upstairs. I went to babysit some kids, pretty much. So that's how like that's dark times for me because I freaking hate kids. So it's like whatever, man. I don't even care. Let's just chill out. Um, I'll be babysit my freaking nephews because I freaking love them. Yeah, like that's the only thing that really went on freaking Christmas Eve. Like nothing else went on. Um, Like they don't
Yeah.
care. they and I get that, especially because like I didn't try to reach out to them or anything, which like that's bad on me. But like they don't care, and I honestly don't either. Like
Yeah.
I'm never gonna have a connection with that side of the family. I never will.
Yeah, that's tough.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but it's also important to, like if you're not gonna have a connection with them and they're not gonna make your life better, like who's to say that's not
Yeah, just
the
get out
best
of
thing
there.
to do? Right.
Yeah. So that's why like I'm trying to get out of here. I'm trying to,
Wow.
move trying to
Yep.
move away, boys. Cuz I don't want to be here like
Soon.
to just be stuck with just the same old family events and everything cuz like it's adding nothing to my life really. Like there's nothing going on with that. Like there's absolutely nothing going on. That like,
Yeah.
that we're doing so much and everything. Like I think this year, 2018, I've seen my aunts and uncles maybe 2 times. Christmas Eve, and then like one time before that, I went over to my aunt's house with my family, and we just chilled out pretty much and did nothing. But yeah, it was just like that's the only two parts that we like. It's the only 2 times really. We don't do anything together. And that's like the thing I cannot wait for. Um, we're like meta right here. The sports and I, and also Neverender from chat. We're trying to move over to. We're thinking about moving over to Austin, because just
Yep.
getting away from here. Like screw it. And so we're thinking of doing that, and so I think that like having fun with my friends in like a freaking other town, that we're like, I know that I've only been to Austin like a couple times. I don't know really too much about it at all. So like,
I've never been there. I've never been to Texas.
so you better go
Going
before
in,
that.
I'm not. I'm
You're
not
going
gonna.
in blind. Like,
I'm trusting.
hmm so yeah, like
We'll be
you know,
fine.
next family event or whatever, I'm just gonna have the excuse of, nah, I'm out of here. Like I'm having fun with my friends over
That's
here, so have fun over there. And like I can't wait for that.
that's always been my family has always been like, oh, when you move away to somewhere warm, like at least you'll come back for holidays. And I'm like, no.
Nope.
Like, first off, holidays are always when it's cold out, which is what
Hmm.
I'm trying to get away from. I'm not coming home.
Yeah.
Like if I'm gonna come home, it's gonna be like a weekend in like the middle of summer.
I mean, honestly, like for me, because I live in Dallas, so like that's like a 4 hour drive or something like that. But I also don't want to do that, so I'm never gonna do that.
Well, and
Like
you don't drive, but
I don't. You're right. So monk ass.
yeah. Yeah. I'm not really once I move, like I'm moved.
Yeah, pretty much me
It
too,
is
man.
funny because my sister is so she lives in New Orleans currently,
Hmm.
but she's actually moving in like a month too to Phoenix, Tucson,
Ooh,
somewhere in Arizona. But she was like, "You could just move out here," and I'm like,
nope.
"I already have plans. Like, this is all
Nope.
set up."
We're not.
Like,
I'm not moving to go to freaking Arizona.
I'm like,
So
I'm all set,
we're not gonna cancel all these plans that we have for Austin and go like,
right?
you
I'm
guys, do you
like,
know what sounds even better? Arizona. Like,
I mean, I
no.
don't like maybe Arizona's cool. I have no idea, but I don't
No.
really.
That is actually a desert. Like,
Well, yeah, I mean, I get that.
no. We're not
I've
doing
I've
that.
been to. I went to Arizona when I was like 12.
Mhm.
Really, really getting off topic,
Who
but
cares, man? Like this.
oh, I
Who
know. I'm
honestly
not saying
cares
it
about
is
the
a bad
topic,
thing.
man?
I'm not
Screw
saying
it.
it is a bad
Let's
thing.
try
But
to
yeah,
step away from the freaking tragedy of our family.
But yeah, I went to like Grand Canyon and Painted Forest and the Hoover Dam and all that stuff out there.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Hoover Dam might be Nevada. I don't know, not important. But and I remember it being kind of cool, but it was also, I want to say it was like March or April, so it wasn't crazy hot.
Mm-hmm.
But
So freaking
yeah,
horrible. Get out of here.
I
Don't
mean,
want
it
to
was
ever be
still,
there, man.
I'm not planning on it. I'm not gonna like bail on you guys and be
Freaking
like,
screw you
nope,
guys.
never mind.
I'm moving
See
in
ya.
with my sister.
Peace.
Don't you dare.
but yeah, it is funny because like right after I told her that I was thinking about moving, she
Mhm.
like talked to my parents or something, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm moving to Arizona." I was like, "Okay." Try to steal my thunder.
Freaking, yeah, like I've told my mom and everything, just like, yeah, I want to move away. I don't want to be, like, I don't want to move. I don't want to be around like this family event and everything like anymore. It's stupid. It's not fun. It adds
Yeah.
nothing. I don't need to be around here because it's freaking just toxic every single year. I mean, like, I don't know, man. Like, they're completely different from me. That they're like,
I think, yeah, go ahead.
no, go ahead, man.
I was just gonna say, I think that's like a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think you said it on another episode that like you're more liberal when it comes to
Yeah,
everything.
100%. Like,
And like I'm the same way. And my family is very much not.
yeah.
Like
So,
my dad is a Catholic deacon. My mom is right there with them. Like all my
so
family is super religious,
one
and
thing
I'm
that we
like,
do every single year, that side of the family is super religious as well. One thing that we do every single year is we do a white Christmas exchange. That's fun.
yeah.
I actually like that. It's fun. But we skipped out on it this year. I don't know why, honestly, but we do a white Christmas exchange, and then somebody 2 years ago, they brought in President Trump's book, and as soon as it like got opened up and like, oh guys, this is this, they were like, let's go, let's go, and just clapped and freaking everybody cheered, and I was like, okay, all right. That's
maybe
fine.
one episode we'll get crazy and
No.
we'll talk about politics.
No, let's not talk about politics because I don't want to. So yeah, that happened. I was like, okay, I'm gonna hide myself inside a corner right now. I don't want to be around here. Like,
right.
this is not gonna be freaking like. I think for that year I got like a bottle of wine, and I don't really care for wine, so I gave it to like my mom. Like, I don't really care.
Just add in a little tequila and just drink it.
Tequila,
Just
man.
use the wine as a mixer. No, but yeah, I think that's a big part of like why,
that's
when
part.
you don't have anything in common and you
exactly
don't have even like your ideologies are different. Like
it's that. It's also the fact that like nobody's around my age group and everything, and also the fact that like they don't honestly care at all. Like I don't want to be part of that at all. Like that's part of the family. So you're like, yeah, whenever I can talk to anybody about music or movies or anything like that, then they don't care. They will talk about, freaking anything else besides that.
Yeah.
And I always hate like the conversations that I have with like a freaking cousin or something like that, and they're just like, "So how you doing, man? You doing okay? Oh, you're just paying. You're just how like, are you going to school right now? Oh, you can't afford it? Cool.
Yeah.
Bye." It's like
it's the same as the conversations you have with like
it's just
someone you went
like,
to high school with that you haven't
exactly.
seen in years,
It's not.
and it's like
just it's nothing but just fodder, man. Like nothing is
Yeah.
meaningful relationships at all. It's just like, hey, how's it going? And like nothing else. Like it doesn't. It's just I don't want to deal with that anymore. Like it's not fun. Like it's
Yeah.
not good to me. That's just especially because
Yeah.
yeah, like I have nothing going on with my life. I'm just freaking, I could talk about this freaking podcast, and that would be cool to talk about. But
Except
also like
don't tell them to watch episode 8.
no. Oh no.
They may not appreciate that.
No, they would not. They're just like, what the fuck? They're talking about me. Like so, like the only like one connection they have to me is like, so I consider myself a retired artist, pretty much. Not retired. I will definitely go back to it someday. But like I used to get really heavy into art and everything. Like I would show off some of my paintings and everything to them, and they go like, "Oh my god, that's a beautiful painting," and I'm like, "That's actually like my worst work that I've ever done." Like I hate that one, and they're like, "It's so beautiful," and I'm like, "Screw you, get it out of here!" Like they don't care.
Yeah.
So that's like the only thing, and then they like, that was around I was 16 or so whenever I stopped, and every single year they just go over to me like, "You work on any new art this year?" And I'm like, "Oh, every single year." And I'm like, "No, I kind of stopped doing that for a little bit. I might go back to it a little bit, um, but no, like I don't want to do that shit, man. It's horrible."
Yeah. Yeah. There's definitely people who like just don't like they remember one thing about you, and it's like every time they see you they're going to bring up that. But
It's the worst, man. I hate that.
yeah. But yeah, it is like, so for the most part I don't get along with my family. Like
Yeah.
we tolerate each other, but like I don't really have anything in common with them, and as we said, but like I have one cousin who I go hang out with from time to time, and that's like the extent of my family that I prefer to hang out with. Out of, like, I mean, if you include cousins, my family on both sides is probably 70 to 80 people.
Hmm.
And there's
That's
one
that's
person
too
I
much, man. That's
there's
too much. We have
there's
like
one
20
person
people. We have like
out of
20 people in my family, and like honestly, I can name like I can name I can name a decent amount of them, but also there's like some cousins of mine that are like 15 or so that I'm like, I have no idea how to tell the difference between you two. Like I don't know which one you
dude,
are.
that was so like
Like I don't
there's
know
some
any
like
of
when we
them.
do family reunions, so it's not only like my mom's side, but
Mhm.
it's also like my mom's side and my
Mhm.
mom's dad's like siblings, kids, and all that. And it's like we show up and I'm like, I don't know who 90% of you are. Like, I don't know why you're who are you? Why are you at our party?
That's pretty. I
Because
I know
when
that
you go
feeling.
out that far, like just my mom's side is over 100 people.
Hmm.
Easy.
God, man, why would you want to deal with that?
Because
Like,
like,
what?
so my mom
Do
had
you
six.
all do that in like one house and everything? Like,
No,
honestly,
they for that they we usually rent out like a park or something.
do you need to?
No,
Like,
I
just
don't ever
freaking
want to do
just
it.
do like at a house. Like, honestly, the freaking
Nobody would fit.
that's so
It's a
stupid. That's
hundred people.
ridiculous. That's
Um,
actually ridiculous.
it it's insane, but um, yeah, like so
God, man.
my grandparents on my mom's side had 6 kids,
Hmm.
and then I'm pretty sure that my grandpa's parents had 7 kids, and all of them had like several kids, and all of them had like several kids.
What
So
the
it's
fuck?
like second cousins just on my mom's side.
No,
There's like 50 or 60 that I don't even
don't
know.
do that. That's
Yeah,
why even like I am going to stop. Like, I'm not having kids at all. Like,
nope.
I'm not gonna deal with that shit. Where like whenever family events happen, I'm not dealing with that. Like,
Yeah, no.
God, that is horrible. Don't.
I
You
mean,
have to rent out a
it's
freaking park whenever you want to get like a family reunion or whatever.
park or a party center.
God.
Um, you there? Yeah. No, I don't. We can talk about that for a second. I guess no, not really. I was gonna say like future, like our families going into the future, and I'm like, no, neither of us really want one.
I will have a wife, and that would be cool. But
I don't even think I
I
want that.
it's really
No,
I
like
just don't want kids. 100% no. I have said that for years. Every single time that I talk about this, they're like, "Oh, you're gonna have a kid one day," and I'm like,
no.
"Nope, nope,
Me
don't
and
want
my
to deal with
cousin
that."
talk about this all the time because she gets that all the time too, and because
Mhm.
she's a girl, she gets even worse.
I'm sure, yeah.
She's literally had people in our family be like, your biological clock's ticking. Like, you better have a kid soon. She's like, I don't want kids. Like, it doesn't matter what age I
What
am.
an asshole!
Right? I
Like,
mean, she's
that's
she's a
actually
couple years older
ridiculous,
than me,
man.
so she's like 33, 32.
That's actually ridiculous. Like,
But it's
why would
insane.
you
Like,
actually say that to a person, man? Like, God,
welcome to my family. They don't care.
it's just
They're gonna say what they think, and you're gonna
what the
have to
fuck,
listen
man.
to
Like, I wish that we actually had that instead of our
it.
family sometimes too. It's just like, just
I
people
mean,
that aren't afraid to freaking say whatever, man. Because
sometimes
you know,
it's nice because people don't beat around the bush, but other
yeah,
times
we don't
it's
we
like
we do that
nobody
too
cares what
much.
you're saying. Like, I don't
Honestly,
want to hear
like,
what you're saying.
last
So,
time that we had a freaking like family reunion, like we had their family Christmas thing, I was just like, they were like, one of my brothers decided not to go because he was like, screw this, I don't freaking want to go.
sounds
And I
like the
was,
smart one in
yeah,
the
I
family.
should have said no, but I'm always like, oh, I want to do things with family, so I'll do things with family. And so he was just like, no, I don't want to do this. And then all my freaking like my aunts and uncles, they were just like, oh, where's Trent at? Where's Trent? And I was like, none of you motherfuckers talking to me at all, so I don't know why you're asking for my brothers. What? They don't care. Like, you don't care. Like, they don't freaking they're too like, they're not gonna speak their mind and everything. Like,
Yeah,
nobody's in my family who's just gonna go like, whatever. They're just gonna. I
got the
mean, they'll
passive
freaking
aggressive.
no, yeah, they'll just be freaking like, they'll talk shit about your back and behind your back and everything. Like, I hate
Yeah.
that, man. I
Yep.
hate that. Cause yeah,
Yeah.
like everybody. I mean, they'll always like, for my mom, they'll just go like, "Oh, Tracy, how's it going?" Like, give her a big old hug, and then the next year she's not invited to this event or whatever. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, like, that's how you have it, man. Like, get out of here.
Yeah. I'm good on all that.
Yeah.
I'm good on I don't I don't want any more family. I'm good.
Yeah. I want to get out of here.
Um and yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like I don't if I met this person and I wasn't related to them, didn't know them, like would I still talk to them? And usually the answer is no.
No.
It's like if I
No.
met you in public, I'd be like, wow, this guy's kind of an asshole. So
I mean, all of my family is pretty much just like freaking white ass people. Just, hey, how's it going, everybody? Just, oh, we want to praise God, all that He's done. I'm like, okay, you know.
He's that's when you go, he's been a dick to me. He hasn't done shit for me.
So we do that. You know, the best thing about freaking Christmas this year is whenever we got all together, we had some Mexican food, and so you know that was pretty amazing right there.
That sounds good.
Yeah, and to be honest, wasn't as good as last year, so gonna be real. Like,
Touche.
yeah, like I don't want to deal with that side of the family anymore. It's not fun to me. It's not good.
That's yeah. It leads to a lot of drinking for me.
You see, my family doesn't even do that. Like we don't even do drinking. Sure, we do like you know, like
I'd be out
for drinking. I drink hard drinks, so you know, like I have a bottle of freaking like bottle of vodka right next to me. Freaking, you know, like I'll drink some vodka, and you know I drink some freaking rum or whatever. I drink that. Everybody inside of my family, we drink beer and wine, and those are the things I do not. I don't drink them at all. You know, like so they'll bust out. You know, like my freaking um my aunts and everything, they'll go like, "Oh, we're getting out the margaritas," and I'm like,
margaritas are great.
They are good, but then everybody like, if I got a margarita, and they're just, I'm sitting right next to my freaking like cousin, and they have a beer, they're just like, "Yo, why are you having a girly drink?" And I'm like,
yeah, because it
okay,
tastes good.
It's a freaking margarita. Like what? That's
Right.
not even like that. What?
Yeah.
So I don't even freaking drink it all over there, man. Like, you know, like the good thing whenever I went over to my family or whenever I went to my brother's girlfriend, we went over there. We did drink. That was fun. Freaking got some, you know, some spiked freaking eggnog, and that was great. Just drank some freaking, you know, some like some vodka infused drinks, man. It was great. But other than that,
a crock pot full of hot apple cider.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
Mix in some rum and some Fireball. Ooh, so good.
We didn't have any of that.
I mean, it also probably wasn't like 5 degrees where you're at.
No, definitely not. Yeah, I think it was like 50, like 65 or 60 or so whenever it was over here. Like,
when are we moving? I can't. It's so cold here.
I can't wait.
Yeah. I literally have a space heater like sitting right on my feet right now.
Let's see the temperature right now. Let's see.
Well, we're gonna do this game.
Yes, I am. Let's see. Let's open up the weather app.
That's the good one. That's what you go to. Just trying to fill the dead air.
It is 43 degrees outside, and it feels not very cold. It feels cold outside. That is jacket weather.
27 here.
Oh no.
Which is actually fairly warm. Like, I mean, all things considered, for the end of December, 27 is pretty warm. It's usually down near the negatives.
Yeah, you're right, actually, for you. For me, like, yeah. Like, for Texans, we don't have to worry about anything. We just will put on a jacket, and we're fine. Like, jackets is all you need. And it's the best weather.
Like, in the next 2 weeks, it's supposed to hit 40 once, and I'm excited about it.
That's freaking get out inside the cold, man. Just chill.
God, no. Never get out in the cold. That's freaking
swimming suit weather, man.
Honestly, like, I guarantee there's people when it hits 30 in the winter, people are walking around in shorts.
The fuck? That's honestly Texas, though, in a heartbeat. That is Texas.
Like, shorts and a t-shirt when it's 30 degrees out, and I'm like, no, just no.
Don't do that. No.
What's wrong with you? I'm wearing like a long sleeve. Like, I go to work
Mm-hmm.
where I work over a grill most of the time in a Under Armour shirt with another shirt on top of it.
No, no. I don't want that. It's hot over here.
Yeah.
I hate it, man. Like, I just come in like just a shirt and freaking pants. And I had to wear a jacket for the first time yesterday whenever I went over
hate
to
you.
work. It's the worst.
I hate you. You can go to hell. I haven't had a day where I could wear a short sleeve shirt in like 2 months.
Yeah, I do that every single day.
I mean, I'm doing it now indoors.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
not outside.
Outside, nah. So the coldest we had, I don't even care. This is completely off topic. I don't give a fuck, honestly.
Well, we're doing a weather podcast right now.
This is the weather
is
report with trying to find
podcast.
tomorrow.
Well, let's go kind of funny. A weather or a podcast inside a podcast.
Yeah, man. I don't care. So, a couple of months ago, I went over to a concert, in freaking like October or whatever, and I think it was like 30 degrees outside or something like that. So I had to buy like, I buy a freaking a piece of merch for every single concert that I go to. It's just what I do. Like, it's fun. And then I had to buy a jacket for necessity because I was standing outside in the for a couple hours just waiting, because I went over to the VIP thing, and so you can do you can get that merch early there. So I was like, screw it, I'll freaking get I'll get like a t-shirt. I was like, screw it, I can't get a t-shirt, I need a jacket. I need something. So that happened. It was
Nice.
Oof.
Yeah.
I got that jacket.
That's...
So good. I needed
Was
that
that-
jacket.
Was that Gambino?
No, that was Bolivia. Here, actually, one sec.
Oh,
I'll be right back.
okay.
1 sec.
All right, guys. Don't worry. I will fill the dead air
Yeah.
as he walks away from his mic during the middle of our
So
podcast.
it's a little bit. It's a little bit twisted. Like, honestly, I wear this to work too, and they're like, I work with some old people, and they're like, "Oh, is that a sports jacket?" And I'm like, "Or is that for a school?" And I'm like, "You don't want to know, sir." Like,
Sure.
So it's a man with his head in his fucking head, like it's a
Okay.
decapitated head. So I'm
I
like,
can kind of see it.
I didn't notice that whenever I bought the jacket at first. I just, they had like 3 jackets and 2 of them were trash. Or one of them was trash, one of them was sold out, and they had this one. So I was like, I'll buy a red one. And it has new levels, new devils on the side there. So I was like, that's pretty cool. And then I looked at it closer and I'm like, oh, that's a fucking head. I'm like, oh no.
Nice. Oh, that's funny.
So I can't wear that jacket out to public.
Sure you can. Nobody will notice. Oh man. But yeah. Family. Stayed on topic real well.
Yeah, man. I don't honestly. Okay, so I was gonna talk about this, after the show. Would you guys mind if we actually stepped away from topics at all? Because we just freaking do like a naturally flowing episode or whatever. Because I honestly want that a lot more. Would you guys want it? Because we'll talk about it afterwards. This is the first time I brought it up to sports, so I don't know. So I know this is a pure reaction to him, and he's just like,
whatever.
So yeah,
I'm down for whatever. Yeah, if you're watching later on YouTube, comment down below and let us know too, because we're always down for input.
Yeah.
Criticism helps a lot,
Mhm.
even if it's not great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm down for whatever.
We'll talk about it afterwards, but yeah.
Yeah.
Family, man. Like,
But yeah,
best
so
thing
I
ever,
mean,
man. I love
sure,
them so much.
sure it is. No, I mean we talked about it a little, but like I've always said that I consider my friends my family more than my actual
100%, man.
family.
Like, yeah, I just. Oh,
I got to pick them, so
yeah.
I mean I know that I like them.
Exactly. Like, you can become actually close to them instead of
Yeah,
just. I'll hang out with my friends a lot more than I will freaking the once a year that I hang out with family and everything. Ridiculous.
yeah.
I don't like to do that. It's just
Yeah.
toxic. It's toxic.
Even then, my immediate family, I'm still closer to my friends. Like
Me too.
I'd much rather always like if I have plans with both, I'm canceling the family.
The only one person I'll do that or that I will cancel friends with is just my mom. Like I love my mom so much. Like
even,
I'm a
even
mommy's boy.
that.
I don't freaking care. Whatever. I love my mom. So yeah, like I'll freaking um I'll do anything.
Yeah.
Cause like that's the hard thing, man. It was just like because I didn't have anybody else. Like I
Right.
didn't have a dad or something like that to go to. I just had my freaking mom. So it was like, you know, like family isn't the closest to me, but I will always love and appreciate everything that she's done for me. Like it's freaking, I wouldn't be the man if I was like man today if I wasn't for her. So I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I appreciate that so much and everything. She's done so fucking much for me. It's the worst thing, even like going back to we were talking about Christmas and everything. Where it's just like, uh, she has the same exact feelings about Christmas as well to me. She's like even more stressed about everything going on. Like she said like screw it, like Christmas fucking sucks. I don't have money. I'm actually poor. So, every year, we don't give gifts out. We don't freaking care about that. Like, honestly, we don't put out a tree. We don't do anything festive. We're just like, screw it. Whatever. My mom she gives us $75 each and like a little stocking full of candy. We're like, that's fun. That's fine. That's all I need pretty much. And like,
Right.
we don't do anything. Like, I don't really care about festives. Like, sure, whenever I go out with like friends and family and everything, or friends, I will do that. But like, I don't know, man. It's just
Yeah.
pretty much another.
I kind of wish that was the case for my like. So I have my parents, my brother, my sister-in-law. Their three kids.
Mm-hmm.
My sister, her girlfriend. So I got like 10 people I got to buy gifts for every
That's
year.
ridiculous.
And
No,
I'm like,
no,
if I come out of it spending less than like $400, like I'm happy.
no,
And I'm
no,
like,
no,
I
no,
don't
no.
have it, but
Like
I spend it.
I bought my mom a present, and that's pretty much it. I
Yeah.
bought myself some presents because I got some vinyls for myself. But hey,
Hell yeah.
like right now I'm addicted to freaking vinyl collections, man. It's fun.
I bought
I have
myself
so much.
something. What did I buy myself? I don't remember.
Yeah.
A game or something.
Hell yeah, man. But
But
oof, pretty
yeah.
much that's it for me, I think.
Yeah, I think we about covered it.
Freaking the good length for a podcast. Thank you guys so much for coming. Can't like yeah, this was a good stream. And definitely like hit up down below if you like in the comment section if you actually want us to do stay on the topics. Hit up some like criticism, whatever you want to do. Cuz I'm like next week we do have our like next week's episode we're going to do a 2019 just like looking into the year our
Right.
like what we want to do for the year and everything.
Yeah, look at
Um,
that. Look at our like most anticipated
Yeah.
entertainment.
So
Probably.
that would be pretty much what we're trying to do. But everything else, like after that, we pretty much have no plans. So just hit us up in the comment section below,
Right.
or
If
even
you
like
have
in Twitch or anything. Like we'll
right.
be doing that.
any criticism, any topics you want us to talk about, or anything in general you want us to talk about. Yeah. And at the end of every show, we do take questions from anyone in the Twitch chat. So if anyone has anything they want to ask us about family or about anything
man.
else, we're pretty open, I think. But yeah, I don't know. It was a good one.
Yeah.
It's family.
If you family freaking. I was trying to make this as much as a lighthearted episode as I could. I wasn't trying to pull the tragedy lever as much as we did, like a couple episodes ago we did like, tragedies and like,
loss and
like
death
and like all that stuff. So like family is like, it's a reason why I have so much of my like, depression kind of, but like I wasn't trying to freaking like make this into such a freaking depressing episode or whatever. Like trying to make this.
I mean, it is what it is. Like, we we're gonna get deep some episodes. It's gonna happen. Like,
yeah,
you're not gonna. Everything's not gonna be happy all the time. Just like real life.
Yeah, exactly. But thank you all for watching. If you want to follow me on Twitch. My name is The Future is Near down there. Go ahead. Shout out to him.
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah. Follow me also on Twitch, Sports Masochist, somewhere down here. And on Twitter at Twitch TV Sports M. If you want to keep up to date with the podcast and see when we go live, that's one of the places. I guess the other one would be Discord, which I don't know how to post. Maybe I'll put it in the description of the YouTube video. Other than that, I think that's it.
Yeah. Thank you all for coming. This has been a good episode, man. Thank you all for coming. Yep.
Yeah.
Good.
Everybody have a good one.
Yeah.